Okay, welcome to today's live. We'll get to our topics in about 10 minutes. Just one moment while we're getting our Instagram ready, because today we're also streaming on Instagram. And for anyone who's watching on Instagram, today we are having 3 rounds of giveaways, but the giveaways are only available for Facebook and YouTube. So make sure you also check our Facebook and YouTube live stream for the giveaways. We have 3 rounds of giveaways. The final round being one OTA of our MK127. Okay. Hello. One moment, we'll get to our topics in about 10 minutes while we get ready, get our Instagram ready. Okay. So today we'll first be talking about this new product, Max Top category MK127. Then we'll take about 20 minutes talking about the currently ongoing astrophotography contest. And don't forget, we have 3 rounds of giveaways, the final round being one OTA of MK127. Anyone who's watching on Instagram, let us know in the comments, is the video showing also on Instagram, or are you getting a delay? Let us know in the comments. Thank you. Okay, I think so we can get started. Okay. Oh, once again, everyone, welcome to our today's live. So, as you can see, the MK127. So today, this is our protagonist, the star of this month. And we'll first be talking about the features of our new product. Then we take about 20 minutes talking about the currently ongoing astrophotography contest. Also, there will be a Q&A session at the end of the live stream. And don't forget, 3 rounds of giveaways. The final round being MK127. So make sure to stay tuned. Or for those of you who are watching on Instagram, make sure also check our Facebook and YouTube, because the giveaway is only available for Facebook, for Facebook and YouTube. So make sure you also check these two. Okay, we are already seeing some acquaintance from Facebook. Okay. And don't forget 3 rounds of giveaways, the final round being this MK127. And we'll let you know the rules to join the giveaway before each round. So this latest release in our Max series, the Maxtop category model MK127 has a lateral large aperture of 127 millimeters and a focal ratio at 11.8. And this powerful aperture does exceptional job gathering light, so it's perfect for planetary observation for sure. And we did some special, so this one is also good for deep sky photography, an all-around telescope for both stargazers and astrophotographers. Oh, don't worry, we'll let you know the rules to enter the giveaways before each round. We have 3 rounds of giveaways. And the final round, MK127. Make sure to stay tuned. And since our giveaway tool is only compatible with Facebook and YouTube, for those of you who are watching on Instagram, make sure to also check our Facebook and YouTube. Okay, Eric, the total weight of the OTA itself is under 3 kilos. This one's that's a decent weight. Okay. For the OTA itself, the total weight is below 3 kilos. Okay, before we get to the details of this very MK127, let's give you a quick overview. The generic merits of being a Maxwell category. Okay. So some of the most distinct advantages are being compact and portable, and they have high contrast. Okay. Minimum focal optical aberrations and less maintenance required compared to the other cardiodioptrics. So for classic Maxwell category, the optical parts, the design consists of 3 parts: the primary mirror, the secondary mirror, along with what is called a meniscus correction lens that eliminates aberrations caused by the design. So this primary function of the corrector lens is to reduce the spherical aberration, coma, and chromatic aberration. This is what allows a Mac to deliver sharp, high-contrast images, especially during planetary observation. So once light is channeled through this curved corrector plate directed toward to a concave primary mirror placed at the telescope's rear end, the primary mirror then catches the incoming light and reflects back toward the secondary mirror at the center of the telescope. And this folded optical path design is what makes a Mac compact. And this design allows a relatively long focal length compared to a refractor. Okay, check our YouTube channel, Svbony Global. Svbony Global. We're also streaming on our YouTube. Okay. Usually, a Mac has 5 to 3 times focal length longer than the tube length. And having a long focal length, which means a high focal ratio, and which also means a relatively narrow field of view. This is actually a pro in observing the planets and moons in the solar system. Additionally, Macs have sealed tube design, and this design protects it from external dust and moisture, which means you don't need to do calibration and maintenance that often compared to Schmidt category in telescopes. Well, first of all, it's a Mac, so for the same tube length, the focal length is really long, like 5 to 7 times longer. So longer focal length, higher focal ratio, a higher magnification. This is good for, like the conventional Mac, this is good for planetary observation. Also, we did something we'll be talking about like in a minute. So this, our MK127 is also good for deep sky photography. Okay, moving on to our MK127. What's so special about our Maxtop category? This is the latest release in our MK series. So unlike the conventional Maxtop categories, okay, the secondary mirror is not on the back of the meniscus correction lens, but installed as a separate piece. So it gives you more flexibility in calibration. It's kind of like comparing discrete graphics to integration graphics. It's not exactly the same, but you get the idea. Okay. As mentioned before, the aperture, the diameter of the primary optical is a full length of 127 millimeters, which is approximately 5 inches. The aperture, or this diameter, okay, I don't know if it's enough. But when we say 127 millimeters, it's literally 127 millimeters. This aperture determines how powerful a telescope is, which means how much light they can gather. So the larger the aperture, the more light it collects, revealing fainter and finer details. With a larger aperture at 127 millimeters, MK127 is capable of gathering more light, allowing it to capture faint celestial objects and present them in greater clarity. Okay. And each of the MK127 piece, before we ship them out from the warehouse, is factory calibrated before we send them out. It's factory calibrated, but you might want to double check. And we have a brief instruction about doing calibration, just in case. This instruction is in our user manual that comes with the box. Okay, talking about the focal length, MK127 has a focal length of 1500 millimeters, which means the focal ratio, which is the focal length compared to the aperture, is 11.8. A large focal ratio is considered ideal for observing planets and the moon, as it provides higher magnification and sharper details. So when viewing planets like Jupiter and Saturn, this MK127 reveals intricate surface features like their cloud bands and storm. Similarly, when you're looking at the moon, the MK127 provides crisp views of lunar craters, allowing you to appreciate the fine details. we can convey the message. We don't currently already have adoption, but we can convey the message to our developer team. Okay. So large aperture, 127 millimeters, a large focal ratio, 11.8. Together, they allow MK127 to do two things for stargazers. It gives clear and sharper views, and it reveals more details. Okay, so mark on YouTube, we'll talk about this in a minute. This is also something special about our MK127. Okay, we'll talk about it in a minute. And conventional max, since they have really long focal length, which means higher focal ratio and a smaller field of view. So conventional max are not really a perfect option for deep sky astrophotography due to the small field of view. But inside our package, we have a 0.65 focal reducer. We have a focal reducer that comes with the box. So with the focal reducer on, the virtual focal length will be approximately 975 millimeters, and which means the focal ratio, the virtual focal ratio with the reducer on, is approximately 7.68. This allows you to get a full view of the planets like the sun and moon, and the smaller DSOs. You are able to get a full view with the focal reducer on. Oh, and this focal reducer, it also serves as a field flattener. This piece comes with the box. Okay. Okay, moving on to the focuser design. So this is the latest MK127 in our MK series, and we did some upgrade compared to MK90 and MK105. This one, MK127, it has a dual speed focuser. So the coarse adjustment knob, it gives you a quick adjustment. You can get a quick rough focus quickly. And also there's this fine adjustment tube. You can do precise adjustment on delicate astronomical objects. Okay. Whether you are observing planets or capturing deep sky objects, so fast focusing saves your time, and precise focusing gives you a better view, and this dual speed system allows you to do both. Also, inside the box are two adapters. This one. Okay. There's one generic 1.25-inch anti-threaded. This one allows you can connect to a lot of types of planetary cameras in the industry. Also, there's one SCT to 2-inch adapter that supports most 2-inch cameras and eyepieces. This allows our customers to do quick setup for optimal performance, since you don't have to buy dedicated interface. And don't forget, we have 3 rounds of giveaways today, the final round being MK127. And since our giveaway tool is only compatible with Facebook and YouTube, whoever is watching on Instagram, make sure to also join us on Facebook and YouTube live stream, because we're only able to do the giveaway on Facebook and YouTube. Also inside box, we have two dovetail mounting slots. Or here we have the mounting slots already mounted on the tube. An actual mounting slot, it allows you to have some extra accessories in addition to the finder scope, like a remote camera control. So two dovetail mounting slots for remote camera control and for finder scope. Yes, the adapters SCT to 2-inch and SCT to 1.5-inch anti-threaded. So it pretty much goes with most SCT interfaces in this industry. Cameras, IPs, diagonals. Okay, moving on to the coatings. Okay, and our reviews on YouTube, is the video showing or not? Or are you getting a delay? Is our YouTube live showing correctly, or are you getting a delay in the graphics? We're double checking our background and our YouTube is showing up fine, just in case. Okay. We have sent our direct link of YouTube live. We have the link in the comments. And or just check our YouTube channel, Svbony Global. You should be able to see our live stream video. Okay. In addition, another feature of the MK127, the coatings, because coating is a critical part in improving the image quality, particularly in terms of brightness and contrast. As mentioned earlier, what's so special about our Maxtop category, the latest version MK127, is that the three optical pieces, they are independent, they're installed separately. The primary secondary mirrors and the meniscus correction lens. So the primary and secondary the primary mirror has a multi-coated precision aluminum coating. The secondary mirror, 99% high refractive dielectric coating, and the meniscus correction lens, a full multi-coated anti-reflective coating. These coatings on the mirrors, they reflect more light than traditional aluminum ones, enhancing both brightness and contrast. And with the coatings, the high reflective coatings on the mirrors, MK127 delivers brighter, clearer images, especially when viewing fainter spatial objects, revealing more details. And in addition, we have high anti-reflective coating on the corrector lens. This anti-reflective coating, because this is something you want with the lens. With the mirror, you want more reflectivity, but with the lens, the other way around. Okay. And this anti-reflective coating on the lens, it reduces light loss and fringing caused by internal reflections, and also protecting the lens from scratch and dirt, ensuring the lens stays clean and clear over time. This way, MK127 produces bright images with minimal glare, offering a more comfortable viewing experience. And particularly for planetary observation, the combination of high reflective mirror coating and anti-reflective lens coating together. This is crucial as it provides strong contrast needed to reveal the fine details of planets. This way, you'll be able to see a lot of details and appreciate the intricate layers of planet features. Just double check, are we having a delay on either Facebook or YouTube? And Instagram, for sure. And whoever's watching on Instagram, make sure to also join us on Facebook and YouTube because we're only able to do the giveaways on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure to also join us. Okay, and we're getting close to our first round giveaways. Once again, whoever's watching on Instagram, make sure to also join us on Facebook and YouTube. And now that we have walked you through a lot of detailed introduction, and you have a rough idea about this telescope features and highlights, but only technical. Okay, we're sure curious how this MK127 works in actual astrophotography. So here we are ready to show some actual works from our beta testers. And through these works, you get a first-hand look at the MK127's impressive performance, especially in deep sky photography. Okay. As we have mentioned before, like conventional Macs are not really a perfect option for DSO astrophotography, but we did something with our MK127, so you can use it for both planetary and deep sky objects. Since we have this 0.65 focal reducer and field flattener that comes in the box. Okay, the first picture, M13, the Hercules cluster. This one's taken without the focal reducer, so you can see the field of view is relatively smaller. It's worth mentioning that the camera is also our camera, the SV45cc. Okay. This one. The next one is still a picture of M13, but this time they have the focal reducer on. So with the 6.65 focal reducer on, the focal length is the virtual focal length is approximately 975 millimeters, and the focal ratio, the virtual focal ratio after the focal reduction is 7.68. Okay, moving on to the third. This one, the Whirlpool Galaxy. Since this is a relatively smaller DSO, our beta tester took this picture without the focal reducer, so the focal length is a full 1500 millimeters. Well, for conventional stars and planets, that's what Maxwell categories are born to do. So no worries, it does an excellent job. And what's so special about this MK127 is that we did something, so this one's also good for deep sky objects. The last picture, the Needle Galaxy. This one's also taken with a focal reducer and a little bit crop. And worth mentioning that all the cameras are our astronomical cameras, SV45cc. Okay. And first, we've shown the actual works with DSOs, and since conventional Macs, they are designed for planetary. So we for sure we also have you some picture with solar imaging. Okay. So this is a test we did with our lab people. And it's worth mentioning that the setup is a full Svbony equipment. Everything is Svbony. The telescope, MK127, and focal reducer, the one in the box, the 0.65 focal reducer flattener. Because without the focal reducer, you won't be able to get the full view of the sun. Also, we have this solar filter, this SV229 solar filter, the 140mm version. And the finder scope is our full metal solar finder scope with a mount. The bigger version of our AZ mount, the SV225. Okay. Let's take a look of the actual picture, this one here. So with the focal reducer on, with our own AZ mount, our own solar filter, and our own solar finder scope. Okay, moving on to the recommended accessory combinations for different occasions. And after this part, we'll get to our first round giveaways very soon. So whoever's watching on Instagram, make sure to also join us on Facebook and YouTube. Because this giveaway too, we're only to do it with Facebook and YouTube. So make sure to also join us on Facebook and YouTube. Okay. So first, for planetary with okay. I think okay. For the astrophotography, this is something we've been reminding you like again and again, because this is something we did special for MK127. So yes, they can do deep sky objects. And for deep sky objects, astrophotography, the recommended accessories are our SV705C camera and the filter SV240, the 1.25-inch version. Also, you might want to get this power box SV241, since you need a long time exposure for sure. Actually, we'll be going away one SV241 power box in this live stream, and we'll get to a first round giveaway very soon. Okay, for planetary imaging, the recommended pieces with MK127 are our SA715C camera. This one's intended for, this one has nearly half the pixel size of the one with SV705C. So for the same sensor size, you get more details. Okay, are we not showing up on YouTube? Because I think some of the commenters can see our YouTube just fine. One second, we'll check our YouTube channel. Oh. Okay, we have sent the direct link of our YouTube Live. Or it's easier to just go to our YouTube channel, Svbony Global. Since I don't think you can just type the link on Instagram and redirect. Yeah. Go to our YouTube chat, Svbony Global. You should be able to see us on live. Yeah. Okay, and for solar observation, since like visual observation, you don't really need that smooth adjustment, so a easy mount should work just fine, which will recommend our SV225 AZ mount and filter SV229 solar filter. Also, we have this full metal solar fender scope. It's available. It's all currently available on our website and our Svbony stores. Okay. Also, if you are already interested, we have this Svbony MK127. It's already in stock now, and it's available on our official website, our Amazon store, Fire store, and several other platforms. And you can get yours quickly and start the journey. Okay. Oh, we'll be sending the direct link in the comments. 1 minute. Oh, we'll be sending the direct links in the comments. Here. It's a link hub to all the platforms, the website, and our other official stores. Okay, we're almost halfway through this live, and thank you for staying with us this far. Let's get to our first round giveaway. Okay, for each giveaway, we will also be sending one Svbony official duffel bag. This is our brand merchandise. For each giveaway, the winner also gets our official bag. Okay, to enter the first round giveaway, just type SV241 in the comments, SV241, the power box, this one. Doesn't matter upper or lowercase, just type SV241. And since our giveaway tool only works with Facebook and YouTube, so make sure to also join us on Facebook and YouTube for the giveaway. SV241, no blank space, just SV241. SV241, no blank space between the letters and numbers. SV241. Doesn't matter upper or lowercase. And we'll start countdown soon. Okay. Just we're only able to do the giveaway on YouTube and Facebook. So Paco, you might want to also join us on Facebook. We're only able to do the giveaway with Facebook and YouTube comments. Okay. Okay, we will start the countdown in a second. Okay. Okay, let's start the countdown. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, congratulations. Congratulations to our winner on YouTube. Make sure to email us at pr@svbony.com. Make sure to email us the email address pr@svbony.com before July 20 to claim your prize. Okay. Congratulations. And you will be getting our official duffel bag. This one comes with the power box. Moving on to our second round. We're doing 2 rounds of giveaways together. Okay. The second round. Okay. Paco, are you able to see us on live from Facebook? We can also do the giveaway on Facebook. In case you are still not seeing us on YouTube, we're also doing the live on Facebook. And I'm afraid the links are not showing up if we send the links ourselves on Instagram. The links might not be showing up. Okay. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the second round. A second giveaway, we have this multi-narrowband filter for deep sky imaging. So DSO imaging is something we have to keep coming back to again and again. This is something we did special with our MK127 with the focal reducer that comes in the box. Okay, the second round. Okay, finally. No worries. The second giveaway, the second prize we're giving away, our SV240. To enter, just type SV240 in the comments. The version we are giving away is the 1.25 inch version. We also have it in 2 inch, though. There are 2 versions of SV240, this filter. The one we are giving away with this live is the 1.25 inch version. To enter, just type SV240 in the comments. Doesn't matter upper or lowercase, make sure there's no blank space between the letters and numbers. Okay. And we'll do the drawing after the countdown in a minute. Okay. And the same as first giveaways, winner for our SV240 filter also gets our official duffel bag. It's our branded merchandise. Okay. Okay, let's start the countdown and do the drawing. So 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, congratulations, Melissa. Congratulations. Congratulations. So make sure to email us your shipping contact to pr@svbony.com. It's pr@svbony.com before July 20th to claim a prize. Make sure to email us before July 20th. If we don't hear from you before then, it's considered a waiver of the prize. Congratulations. And don't forget, we still have our third round giveaway coming in a while. The third round giveaway will give away MK127, the biggest prize for today, and maybe for this month. Okay. Thank you for participating in the first two round giveaways, and once again, congratulations to our two winners. Okay, finally, moving on to talking about our astrophotography contest. This campaign already started from July 1st, and it ends August 31st. We'll be talking about the rules, how to enter the prizes. So there are basically two groups because we have the first, second, third prize is different for the two types of categories. So depending on your entry content, the price will be slightly different. So for Team Planetary, the first prize, of course, MK127 telescope. If you have already purchased, we'll give you a 100% full refund. The second prize, our IC715C, the small pixel camera. And third prize, S3216 Barlow lens. Okay. And if the participants for this group reaches 50, we will unlock a special bonus prize with a combo package for planetary, for reroll, and for astrophotography. Also for Team DSO, if your entry content is deep sky imaging, the first prize, again, MK127, and a 100% full refund if you have already ordered. The second prize, IC715C camera, and the third prize, the filter drawer, the SV226 filter drawer. This will be very useful if you want to stack multiple filters. And just like for Team Planetary, if the participants reaches 50, we'll also unlock a deep sky combo package. There will be accessories and goodies and cameras that are necessary for deep sky imaging. Okay. And doesn't matter the time you take the content. The only requirement we have to join the context is that the picture is taken with at least one Svbony product. And to make sure your one entry is a valid one, you have to email us at pr@svbony.com. You have to email us the entry content, so your entry is a valid entry. And at least one Svbony product has to be used for the content. And of course, if you have already ordered and your MK127 is on the way and you're planning to give it a try, using the MK127 is a huge plus, which means a higher chance to win. And another way to get some extra credits winning a prize is to also share your entry pictures on social platforms. It can be Facebook or TikTok or Instagram. Just make sure to tag us in the content and include hashtag MK127 so we'll know this is a post for extra credits. Okay. So once again, basically 2 requirements to consider a valid entry. Email us pr@svbony.com your entry content, and at least one Svbony product has to be used for the pictures. Okay. And no worries, and we have the detailed rules for the contest pinned both on Instagram and Facebook. You may also check our pinned posts. Okay. All right. Moving on to our final round giveaway. And yes, to enter the giveaway, just comment MK127. Doesn't matter upper or lowercase. MK127, no blank space between the letters and numbers to enter the giveaway. And for our viewers on Instagram, make sure to also come to our Facebook, YouTube. Either Facebook, YouTube will work, because this giveaway tool is only compatible for Facebook and YouTube comments. Doesn't matter upper or lowercase, it's not case sensitive. Just MK127, MK127. Make sure there's no blank space between the numbers and letters. Okay. And we will do the drawing after the 3, 2, 1 countdown. Okay. Since this one is the biggest giveaway, probably this month, for the month, we will do the drawing when okay, we will do the drawing. Let's say we'll do drawing when the entry reaches 40. Okay. Okay, let's do a countdown. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, oops. We'll do the redraw. We'll do the redraw. It's our own comment. We'll do the redraw. Okay. Wow. Paco, congratulations. Congratulations. Email us anyway. Email us pr@svbony.com. But still, we have to say it because it's part of the rule. The winner gets a Svbony duffel bag. It's our official merchandise. Okay. So make sure. This is the routine. Make sure to email us anyway. pr@svbony.com before July 20th. This way you claim the prize. Email us before July 20th. This way you claim the prize. Well, this is probably the biggest prize for the month and probably for the season. I'm getting shaky hands. Okay. Once again, huge thanks for everyone who's participating, and congratulations again to the winner. And don't forget, MK127 is currently installed on our official website and our official Svbony stores. the direct links are in the comments. We have a Linktree hub in our comments for the direct links to the Svbony stores. Okay, before we wrap it up for today, let's have a Q&A session. For the next 10 minutes, any question you may have about MK127, drop in the comments because we have our PD engineer team with us today. They will be answering the question, any questions you may have for the MK127. Drop them in the comments. We'll have 10 minutes for the Q&A. Yes, we do UGC collabs, and the contact email is also pr@svbony.com. Since we are the PR team, we are the marketing team, the contact email is also pr@svbony.com. We do UGC content collabs. Okay, bye for now. Have a good night and clear skies. What's worth mentioning with our MK127, we have the number 127 in the product name, and this 127 means a literal 127 millimeters. The aperture is a literal aperture. Which means when we say 127, it's literally 127. The aperture size is a literal 127 millimeters. Any suggestions, please also drop some comments, and we will convey the message to our developer team. Okay. Any more questions? Oh, and if I have previously won the Amazon Store Prime Day giveaway, make sure to email them. Email the support Amazon@svbony.com to claim your prize. Or no worries, we'll get back to you on Messenger. We'll send you the Amazon support email on Messenger. No worries. Okay. Also, just for your information, you might want to join our Facebook group, our official Astro group, Svbony Astrophotography, for the latest updates on campaigns, giveaways, live stream, and any new products. We'll first release the information in our official Astro Facebook group. The direct link is also in our profile. Both Facebook and Instagram, we have the direct link to our Facebook group, Svbony Astrophotography. Okay. Any more questions about MK127 or the currently ongoing astrophotography contest?问一下最后一个，不是这个要知道截图问一下，它在线吗？